Viewers, I greet you. You are at the Genevieve Kibbumba YouTube channel. My advice to you is be there when God needs you. In one of our church services, the pastor asked us a question. Where was God when you needed him? I flashed back the curtains of memory, and I discovered that every time I needed God, he was there. He was there in the very crucial moments of my life. I vividly remember when I was small, very helpless, in primary one. I was standing leaning on an acacia tree when the lightning struck that tree. Nobody, no teacher, no pupil, no passerby could save me at that moment when lightning struck. And when it struck, the tree fell and split in pieces. But God was there to save my life. The lightning threw me at the tip of the tree where it fell and covered me with leaves. That was an act of God. I was supposed to be under the tree trunk, dead, but God. I'm still alive today because God saved me that day. He was there when I needed him. Another incident was when someone wanted to poison my tea. I was in primary 5. She told me to go and collect water from the well while she made tea. I refused to go to the well before taking tea. When she insisted, I walked away from that home, in rebellion, or seeming rebellion. So I went to stay with my grandparents. It was while I was at my grandparents' place when I learned that poison had been secured for me to take in my tea. It was supposed to be ministered in the tea while I was at the well, but God, he made me walk away in seeming rebellion, but to safety. God was there to save me, and I needed him. As if that was not enough, when I was in high school, I had failed to get school fees to complete. But God had placed somebody in the name of the bursar of the school. He helped me. Through a simple conversation with him, we discovered, both of us, that he was a friend to my brother because they were in the same school years back. When he discovered that I was a sister to his friend, he didn't include me on the fees defaulters list again. Whenever they would chase away people for school fees, he told me, sit and read. He did not include my name on the defaulters list. I studied up to senior 6. If that was not God, who was it? I saw God. I can go on and on. When I reached university, I had no money because I was admitted on self-sponsorship. I had no money, but God was there still. He touched the Ministry of Commerce of that time, to sponsor 10 girls to McKinley University, and I was one of them. I studied free at the university until I finished. It was God. Those are some of the very many incidents when I saw the act of God at work. But there are many more. I cannot enumerate all of them here. There are those unknown incidents also where God has been there. I may not know how many times I have escaped snake bite or an accident. None of us asks a medical report or a medical checkup report of the drivers of public vehicles like buses, taxis, or even personal cars. Have you ever imagined a driver being epileptic or sick or even just collapsing at the steering wheel? But God is there and in control. On the other hand, the same pastor asked us a question. Where were you when God needed you? This one was a bit of a challenge. Have you been there when God needs you? I myself, I remember many times when I was not there when God needed me, and I felt embarrassed. It may be as simple as attending a church service, whichever religious affiliation you belong to. Am I there when I'm expected to attend? Supposing it is to help a poor or needy. When somebody extends a hand and asks for help, are you there? When a call is made, what is my response? Don't I quickly say, sorry, I don't have, or I'm a bit busy, or I'm very busy, I will not attend this time, I will pray next time. It is easy to suggest to reschedule the appointment with God. But funny enough, when we want God, we want Him to be there every time. How many poor people have I ignored even when they stretch out their hands for alms? I say, I don't have, even when I have a piece of money that I can share with them. My listeners, if God is always there for you, if He's there when you need Him, it is just prudent for us to be there when He needs us. Let us not cause God to say, tit for tat is a fair game, because it's not a fair game. We need God much more than He needs us. Just think about it. When you call Him and He does not answer you, remember, He called you and you did not answer Him. Ultimately, the question of where God was when we needed Him and where we were when God needed us is a mystery that needs exploiting, because it can help us grow in our understanding of of God and our relationship with Him. I pray that you keep watching the Genevieve Kibbumba YouTube channel.